Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here and back for another video on Marvel Strike Force. Today, we're here to talk about some data mines for none other than yours truly behind us, up there, SASQUATCH of the Alpha Flight. Now, he's going to be, of course, going live Friday at 2 p.m. as far as his offers go and his core orb. And he's going to be the final member of Alpha Flight, so you can get started on the Spotlight raids. Now, of course, there's some scummy stuff ahead as far as events go, coming next Monday with the Guardian event. We talked about the Alliance event that's going to reward you for clearing Alpha Flight Spotlight raid nodes, but there's more to come on that as well, because we'll find out with SASQUATCH's release method. So if you're ready to go, everybody, let's boil this down. And we need to bring ourselves to the data mine section of my Discord. If you are not a member of this, make sure that you join the Discord server. There's lots of useful information here and lots of chatter going on every single day if you need some information on Marvel Strike Force. Now, just doing a very quick recap on this one. That Monday, of course, is going to be the Guardian release method. And that is, there's a little bit of change. Actually, some things did change. It is an arena rank payout system with orbs. So that hasn't changed. However, the web milestone originally was event energy and incursion energy. The incursion energy was axed, so it's only event energy. That's going to be the current Alpha Flight showcase event. The X marks the spot. So it's going to ask you to spend a certain amount of points energy there, and we'll see on Sunday. Well, actually, we have the blog post late on Friday. And then we have the event video on Sunday. So we'll actually get the actual specifics of how much you need to spend on those videos. But I want to talk about this one here. So the July month long is not SASQUATCH, as far as I'm aware. But it says, coming soon, Wilderness Expedition. It sounds like it, honestly. It sounds like a SASQUATCH event. Earn marvelous July rewards. Commander, transform your roster with the upcoming Wilderness Expedition event. Participate in select July events to earn spectacular rewards such as diamond orbs, augmented gear. At this point, like, they should be giving us red gear for more than just the leaderboard. But hey, that's just me. Gold, T2 ISO orbs, augmented catalyst parts, and more details are on the way. Okay, so we know the first event that's going to be in the month of July, and this is called Mapping the Wilderness. Earn lab supplies, which is the new currency for that, and a chance at Crimson Mystic gear. Okay. Commander, earn Mystic gear in this exciting event. So the milestone. How much further can I zoom in? That's so weird when I do this with Discord. It, like, I don't know. It doesn't get me the zoom that I want. Gain progress in this 7-day event by earning Wilderness Orb fragments from Sword Satellite rewards. So for those of you who don't remember what Sword Satellite is or was, is that it was typically, I think it was 45 floors. And it's stuff that you had to do every single day. So don't confuse this with Escape from Kiln. Because we've had two different towers, basically. We've had Avengers Tower, I guess, and then it came back as Sword Satellite. And Sword Satellite is the one where you have to climb every single day, clear as many floors and get as much points as you can every day, because it's going to reset every single day. Whereas Kiln was kind of at your own pace, that you eventually just had to clear all the floors. Remember that Kiln recently was Spider Society and Cabal at the top, for those of you who did that one. And Sword Satellite is, when they last ran it, it was actually the Black Knight release event. And over there, I believe the final floor had to do with Undying with Zombie Juggernaut and Super Skrull. I think it was some combination of that. So that was the final boss floor. Now, what I haven't been able to determine is whether or not that's changed, because I went through the existing data mines now, and there is no updates to the tower as of yet. However, that could come later on, because this is not going to be for 2 weeks from now. So I'm going to keep a lookout, and if there is updates to the tower, and I think at this point there has to be, because I don't think there was the last time. I think it was still the same boss floor, and we have even more characters, more farmable characters, better characters than we did before. So I gotta think that there's going to be something on there, and maybe at the very last floor, instead of Super Skrull, it's going to be Mephisto, right? Like, that's just what I think it's going to be, because they kind of walled it in the past. But we'll see. Anyways, moving on. Battling through raids with SASQUATCH, Guardian, and North Star at 5+ yellow stars, and completing the Scientific Breakthrough Web Milestone. 4th of July calendar. Guess that's out of the bag, but probably no surprise there. Also, July the 1st is Canada Day. So happy Canada Day, Canadians, although that's still some time to go. And daily web free claims. Earn fantastic rewards, including, where are my dark promotion credits, Elite 7 credits, and Mystic Gear. You'll also earn points towards the month-long course by collecting those items in the valuable map fragment number 1. That's what the item's called. And guess what? All the items are called map fragments number 2 and number 3 because they're so lazy. But anyways, so Sword Satellite, this is going to be interesting. Now, what we don't know is whether or not there is a leaderboard attached to this. It might be too early, subject to change and all of that, because sometimes this has happened where there was no leaderboard. Turns out there is a leaderboard, so I am not entirely sure about that one, whether or not that's going to happen. My overlay went away. So it's possible there is. It's possible there is not. That being said, your payout for Sword Satellite is going to give you Wilderness Orb Fragments. Those are going to contain SASQUATCH shards. It does not specifically actually say that. It doesn't specifically say that this is a SASQUATCH release event, I will admit. I'm kind of reading between the lines here a little bit, that the Wilderness Orb may contain SASQUATCH shards, and because he's a 45 shard unlock, we also don't know, even though it didn't say up here, there very well could be SASQUATCH shards within the milestone itself. So I'm not going to write this off completely, because honestly, the name of the event suggests that it would be SASQUATCH related. So there could be what they did. I think they did it before, where there's like some shards in the month long and then some shards in the first event. That way they get them unlocked early, or you get the unlock through the first event. So for this one with Sword Satellite, that could be, SASQUATCH, and then you're gonna get more shards through the month long. Even though it doesn't specifically say him on there, I think it's got to be, right. Like I think so. Let me know in the comments down below. Wilderness Orb earned from Sword Satellite, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't say what's in it, though. That's the only thing. Scientific Breakthrough. Spend Incursion Energy or battle in raids to earn Wilderness Orb Fragments and points for the milestone. Keep an eye out for the free claim. So, spending Incursion Energy. Yeah, they've been pushing this off for a while because I've been hoarding this just because I have nothing to spend, honestly. It's not like a big deal when it comes to hoarding Incursion Energy. So, I do core it every now and then. I haven't lately. Sitting on 1,300 Incursion Energy. In the off chance there's ever a leaderboard that it's involving spending Incursion Energy, we'll see whether or not you even need to spend Incursion Energy. Maybe you can just do this solely through battling in raids, because it doesn't seem to be restricted on this part. It just says battle in raids to earn Wilderness Orb Fragments. Here are the points down below, though. For the main milestone, earn 1 Wilderness Orb Fragment. Play 1 raid battle with Alpha Flight Team. Now, this is interesting, because technically, you can raid battle with Alpha Flight in the Greek raids. If you were to, I don't know why you would want to do that, but you could dumb it down. Hypothetically, you could also use some of them in some of the incursion raids as well. If you wanted to, I don't know, do a sack attack. It depends on whether or not there's limits on this points, because that would make a big difference on what your strategy for the raiding is going to be. Otherwise, I would assume that this is actually intended to be for the Spotlight raid, right? That just makes sense to me. However, you cannot do that unless you have all 5 of them together, which means you would need to have SASQUATCH unlocked in order to actually access the Spotlight raid nodes. So that does raise another question, I suppose, with regards to this event. If that's the intent, well, you can't do that until you actually have them unlocked. So how do you get the points towards that? It's kind of like a chicken and an egg situation. You get bonus points for raid battling with North Star Guardian and SASQUATCH at 5+ yellow stars. It's for every single character. Didn't want to repeat it every line. And the web milestone is play 1 raid battle, just flat raid battle, and 1 incursion energy. Now, here are the items down below, and we actually have the titles of the events as well. I don't know if this would really tell us much about upcoming events. Map Fragment number 1, we know about this one. This is for mapping the wilderness. Map Fragment number 2 is an event called Summer Camp Discovery Event. I mean, I'm trying to think about things for the new Wakandans that are upcoming with Black Panther Shuri, but honestly, this tells me absolutely nothing. I think, unless I'm just not thinking properly. Summer Camp Discovery, I have no idea. Map Fragment number 3, the Guardian of the Camp. Maybe. There might be some Guardian? The Guardian of the Camp? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Can you draw any distinction here about what that could be talking about? I'm assuming that's too far down the line for Black Panther Shuri, but maybe for some other character that could be related? I don't know. Because usually they do have release events, right? Like, at least one of these would be a release event, I would think, for another character. So let me know. The strange thing is that there's only 3 weeks of it. So I don't know what that means, or because normally they would show when it comes to the data mines, it would show all the items up front. And so if this month long of July only has 3 weeks worth of events, or at least 3 weeks of items, it's a bit strange, and I have no idea what's coming on after this. Otherwise, that's it, everybody. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you going to be hyped for Sword Satellite? I'll be honest, the one thing that I don't like about this compared to Escape from Kiln is that I do have to do it daily. I have to do at least the first couple of days. You have to spend a lot of time using the breadth of your roster. So you would climb the lower floors with crappy teams, and then you would eventually get up to like floor 30 or so, and then it would be get harder. Of course, so you're using less teams. As your highest teams are like what's left. But I like Kiln because I could do it on my own schedule. I could do it when I wanted to do it, not that I have to actually do this every single day on top of all of the other content that we're already doing, Lions War, Cosmic Crucible, whatnot, and all of that. So anyways, we'll see when we get more information about that, and be sure to keep on this channel because you're always going to get event information and more on the Boilon platform. So if you haven't liked and subscribed already, make sure you do that. If you haven't joined up to the Discord server, make sure you do that too, because all the information for all this will be there as soon as it comes out. That's going to be the end of this video. Enjoy the rest of your evening or day or whenever you're watching this, and stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.